There are things that are very critical for you to define a nation as a democratic country. One of which is the electoral system. If you undergo the ritual of electing your public officials within a specified time, it clearly is an ingredient of democracy and democratic principle, electoral process. And we have just undergone it. But there are more that are needed in terms of obedience to the law, in terms of respect of fundamental human rights, in terms of having a judicial system that works and is respected and all that, and then that nobody should be above the law. There are many other ingredients that are required, but we've been able to undergo this rigorous process of electing our leaders within 4 years lifespan, and we have succeeded in doing this one again in 2019. And I would consider it successful in as much as there is no war, there is no crisis that actually broke out after the announcement of the result. And so on 29th of May, we'll be having a change of betting, in terms of new leadership emerging in some states. But at the federal level, it is the person that is there also that will hand over to himself as the president of the country. And so it's been a process, and it's evolving. It's Nigeria in progress, and there are certain things we must insist and we must get right as a nation in order to join other League of Other Nations in terms of calling ourselves a democratic country. But for now, we have been doing the normal electoral process within a 4 years cycle, which over time we have been able to get right. It started in 1999, and then thank God that we're here where we are. Well, we need to make more progress in terms of having all the ingredients that are very necessary to call ourselves a democratic country. But 29th May, there will be a new wine in an old bottle. The president will take over, and then continue on a new level according to their slogan, next level. So I hope that the next level will bring prosperity to the nation. We hope that the next level will see observance of rules and laws of the land. We also hope that the new level, next level, will also, as I said earlier, bring a lot of employment to our teeming youth that have no jobs. We need to revive the economic atmosphere and make the economy to be functional. We also need to have respect of rights of individuals entrenched in our system. We need to respect the rule of law. We must also insist, that safety of lives and properties must be guaranteed. I'm talking about issue of security. We must take it, to another level. Getting the country secured, getting the citizens also secured, and then the issue of fighting corruption. We take it beyond the level of going after those who have actually, which is only one aspect. We should also look at those areas through which people steal public money and try to nip it in the bud, close that gap. Because if you close that gap, you have succeeded in, forestalling the issue of people becoming corrupt. But if the gap is still there, if the loophole is there, if the opportunities are still there, then people will run into problem by committing the acts of corruption. But when you identify the areas through which they steal and try as much as possible to close the gap, then you won't have any problem. So if you identify them and close it, then I can assure you would have made some level of progress in the fight against corruption. And that has been my recommendation. Yeah, going after those who have stolen is good. It's only one aspect. The most important thing is to know the areas through which these guys steal this money and then close the gap. If you do that, you would have done so much well, for the country. And then it becomes very permanent that whichever government comes in will now build on whatever the previous government has done. That is the way nations develop. To me, we've come a long way.